Hey kids, little happy fun times. So this is the other tractor that we brought home the other day that didn't run when we picked it up. So we had to push it on the trailer and stuff. So you notice these plug wires don't match. I pulled them off a Ford engine we had in the shop there and slapped them on here because the other ones were bad and they weren't going to make good contact for us. Had good spark right away. We noticed that it didn't have any compression except for on piston number one up here, cylinder number one. The other three had no compression at all. So we pulled the valve cover off. Now this is a push rod engine, okay? And we noticed that number three, both valves were stuck in a semi-open position. So what does that mean? Well, it means as the piston comes up, it's just going to push all the air right back out through it, no compression. This guy here had one that was stuck partway open, no compression. And this guy here had, I think it was the intake that was stuck open. So we took a hammer and we beat on him and knocked the valves further open, squirted PB blaster on them until they loosened up a little bit, and then took a screwdriver and pried them back up and hit them down a few times, and they finally loosened up. So then we went and started her up. Okay. So at the start of this thing, Mr. Mock's telling me that if I hold my camera sideways, it'll shoot a sideways video, and I did not know that. So here we go. By the way, I also squirted some oil into the cylinders because they were low compression too. That was not the reason. It wasn't the rings that were dried out that was the major malfunction. The major malfunction was our valves. Now, toward the end of this little clip, which is fairly short, you will see me get very excited because you can see the oil that's being pumped through the rocker shafts, and you can see it dripping out right in here and right around up in here. And I point the camera to it in a few minutes. There's a 40-second clip or something, so just relax. But anyways, that's what we were just talking about in Auto 1. That is the idea that, again, down here is where it starts. Way down low in the block is where the oil pump is, and it pumps through the crankshaft and the rod bearings. Under this little cover right here, that's where the cam lives. Okay, so it gets oiled on the cam bearings. And then, of course, up through here. And this little pipe that runs through there, that's part of the oiling process, that little pipe right there. So again, it comes up and then it gets pumped up through the rocker shaft. Okay, so kind of cool. Here we go. Now, now you can see the rockers and the valves going up and down, up and down, up and down. Remember when this guy comes up and the push rod comes up, it rocks over and pushes the valve down, which opens the valve. Also, pay attention to the springs over there. If you see any of the springs that are condensed, I'll find one there for you in a second. Let's back up here. Stop it. Yeah, you watch the springs collapse right there. There she goes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Anyway, right back over there, you can see the oil dripping out right there. You see some dripping out right there. It's coming through the rocker shaft. It comes up through these pedestals and then lubes this guy up. It comes up through this pedestal and lubes this guy up. And the rockers will turn on that shaft, which runs all the way across here. That's how this particular one works. Well, that sounds good, doesn't it? There's some oil dripping right there. And then after it drips down in this pan, it comes back down. It drops back through the holes around the rockers, the push rods, and falls all the way back to the bottom of the engine, back to the oil. More right there. And isn't that cool as that, huh? Huh? How cool is that, friends? Gotta love it. Pretty awesome. Yes, it looks like it's been sitting in the bottom of the ocean. There's a bit of rust under here and stuff, which is again why the valves were frozen up. But we got her. She runs good. Okay, so we will be doing some work to this one and perhaps the other one as well to fix them up and get them sold. Probably not, again not this year, but soon. This is also part of the pipe, I think, right here that lubes part of that up too. Again, I'm not 100% sure. I do know that some of the oil comes up through this rocker shaft, this pedestal thing that it goes through. But anyway, pretty cool, huh? You want to hear it again? I want to hear it again. How cool is that, huh? All right. Well, just wanted you to see it. Have a good day.